All right, y'all. We back with another motherfucking video, bro. Today we finna watch what happened to KickGenius. No cap. So for those of y'all that know, KickGenius was a very popular fucking group of shoe YouTubers, performance shoe YouTubers, basketball shoe YouTubers on YouTube. Honestly, for those of y'all that was into shoes back in that time period in the early 2010s and shit, like, nigga, they ran YouTube in terms, like, if you was a basketball player, you know KickGenius. If you was a basketball player, you know KickGenius. You know what I'm saying? So I always wondered what the fuck happened to them. Like, why did they stop posting shit? Like, KickGenius was the people you always went to go check out their videos when you was finna go buy some new LeBrons or some Jordans and you wanted to see, okay, like, you feel me? Like, for me personally, bro, I can only get one pair of basketball shoes a year. I don't know about y'all, but me personally, I can only get one pair of hoop shoes a year. You feel me? So when I'm going to get my hoop shoes, I want to be sure it's the right pick. So what they used to do is they used to basically get the shoes for free or buy them or whatever, and they like perform with them, like test them on the court, like say like, okay, the traction is this 1 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, the durability, the feeling and how it fits, and oh, this is better if you're a big guy, this is better if you're a low guy. Like, they did shit like that. You feel me? So let's tap in with this video, bruh. So what happened to KickGenius? It's Trey Good and Jay Jones. Them is the two niggas that made it cool. Oh shit, I dropped the mic. Them is the two niggas that made KickGenius. So let's tune into this shit right now and check out what is going on with what happened with them niggas.
Every kid dreams of making it to the league, to have a mixtape, to get a shoe deal, to sign a sponsorship, but these dreams die fast. The NBA is full of ultra-athletic 7-footers that the average basketball player could never compete with. Then YouTube came along. With just a camera and a little bit of personality, you could build an audience. Suddenly, it wasn't just NBA players chasing the spotlight, it was everyone.
Man, bro, everybody he's showing is
stars.
like nostalgic
Everyone was
right now.
chasing views, clout,
These niggas
and a
running
shot to
YouTube.
continue their hoop dreams. And in the middle of it all, there was a duo. They had something that no one else did. A love for the game that felt
Oh shit, if y'all was around and y'all remember this time in 2013 when they did that hoop campaign,
there was a
bruh,
duo.
for Nike,
they had
that shit
something
was
that no
crazy.
one else did. A love for the game
Nike.
that felt authentic, with personalities that felt relatable. Their chemistry helped them catapult to over 900,000 subscribers, endorsements from Adidas and Foot Locker, and a community of loyal fans. And then, it all stopped.
Damn, dude, what? Wake me up out my sleep.
This story begins back in 2012. Trey and Jay Jones were just two regular dudes who loved to hoop. They met in college and clicked immediately, bonding over their love for sneakers and basketball.
So I met Trey, and we went to hoop, and I was like, damn, he kind of cold. More time went on. We started discussing.
That's how a lot of niggas become
Found out he
friends.
had a sneaker
You
collection
start hooping
that
with a
was
nigga, you like, hold on, this nigga kind of good.
I thought I
I
was
beat
hard.
this nigga.
They started
Next
making
game.
what they called performance reviews, where they would test out basketball shoes by actually playing in them. They weren't just unboxing or reading off specs. They were really on the court, cutting, sliding, pulling up, and then breaking it all down on film. My favorite part of these was the traction tests. They'd see how the grip held up in real games. And honestly, I wasn't buying a shoe unless it passed the test. These performance reviews set them apart from nearly every other basketball channel at the time, and they worked because Trey and Jay could really hoop. You weren't out there watching some 40-year-old accountant talking about cushioning, but while they were both good in their own way, early on it was clear. Trey wasn't just a good reviewer, he was the star.
Yeah, the losers always.
Damn,
want
why you
another
gonna call
game,
Trey the
dog.
star,
Winners
though?
be chilling. I got you, bro. I got you another game. Give me
Ready for it. Damn, that boy hovered.
Nigga, did I lose my memory? When was he doing windmills? Like, when did this happen? He was knocking shit off
Back
the
in
backboard.
2016, Trey had it all. He had what I would call the big three. He had a 40-inch vertical, a smooth handle,
40.
and a nice jumper. I'd put him toe-to-toe with some of the top creators on YouTube today. And it wasn't just us who saw it, the brands did too. It's not a coincidence that Trey played a lead role in almost every ad they landed.
Oh yeah, you ain't done that yet.
But it really wasn't just his game. He could carry a video just by being himself.
I'ma tell you.
That was
man.
Paul George?
Yeah, bro.
I think it's over with though.
Nah, it ain't over.
I think so because, bruh, you know that.
Paul George still gave him 30, I think.
I don't think it matters though.
Bro, who's the best point guard of all time?
AI. I think
Kobe is-
Westbrook is really the representation of what Jordan would do today. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's Kobe.
It is. I know y'all.
But while Trey was stealing the spotlight, Jay Jones was working on his game, and he was quietly catching up.
Can't nobody guard me anyway. Boy, I tell you.
Jay Jones did have a season, boy.
Like a retro, gaining power
He did have a prime.
I ain't really about that game plan, but I mess around and get a techno. Then let it spray, straight let it go. Fully automatic coming at your door. We about to dough, you already know. We get the green light and then it's time to go. Oh, y'all want to see the G? Go check out this G.
That's crazy. I remember watching all
Jeremy
these
was a
videos
problem
in
his
real
own right.
time.
First of all, the dude is only like 5'8", but he's still out here windmilling. Secondly,
Yeah, that
his
nigga's
mid-range was automatic. Everyone knew it was coming, but no one could stop it.
Here comes Jay Jones, though.
That's his mid-range monster right there.
And on top of it all, Jay was a real two-way player. Once he put on some weight, he became a lockdown defender. He got so good that he even handed a loss to one of the best YouTubers out right now.
Hey, we're about to run one-on-one real quick. We're going to 15. We talked about it.
Damn, and one. Step back. That was nasty.
Jeremy was leveling up. He was taking on the best in the YouTube scene, and he was winning. But while Jay was on the rise, Trey completely disappeared. To understand the fall of KickGenius, you have to understand the state of YouTube basketball in the early 2010s. Back then, channels really didn't compete with each other. Sure, Verse 1 Federation had 1v1s, but they were mostly local matchups, guys from the same city. You didn't see Dev play Cell or Jay Jones play Red. Everyone stayed in their own lane.
Facts.
But that started changing in the late 2010s. Streamers like Flight started to challenge other creators to 1v1s, and the views exploded. Then came the park runs with Friga, Wild Hunt, Savage Squad, and suddenly YouTube basketball got competitive. The landscape had shifted, and Jay Jones, he started to adapt, but Trey, he just didn't. And everything came to a breaking point in 2018 when Jesser and LSK put KickGenius into retirement. It's unclear exactly what happened in this game, but something was definitely up. Their body language was bad, their chemistry was gone, and they ended up losing to LSK in an upset. This
LSK
ended up
and
being
Jesser is
KickGenius'
crazy.
last real 2v2, and things went downhill from there. In the next year, Trey completely disappeared.
I wonder what happened to Dre. They don't even mention Dre. He's sitting right there. They don't even
2v2, and things
look. They act like he wasn't there. That nigga was a good addition to the channel.
went downhill from there. In the next year, Trey completely disappeared from YouTube. For a while, no one really knew what happened. Then in 2020, they reconciled, or at least they tried to.
Like, if you got a relationship with like a girl or something, a lot of the times why a man will run from a situation from a woman is because he has something going on with himself. And so that's the only point I want to drive home. It's nothing that really happened between us.
Like, we still boys, you know what I'm saying? I still want to be able to be a good friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've had a lot of...
I ain't gonna lie. So you go from being a successful duo on YouTube and best friends to, you know, we're still boys and this, that, but there's no YouTube, this, that. You niggas probably don't talk like that. You niggas probably aren't close like that. Nigga, y'all aren't really friends like that anymore. I don't know. I think this nigga Trey Good just gave a bullshit ass excuse. Honestly, I do. Now, even if there is shit going on with you, you know, that's understandable. That's, you know, it happens to the best of us. But damn, at the same time, that's crazy because, you know what I'm saying, you were in a group. So it's kind of like, you know, when it's not just on, like when it don't just have to deal with you, especially when you are a leader or you want to be a leader, you kind of got to put certain shit how you feel to the back for the betterment of the team. But you already thought about that, though. Let's keep watching.
Good times, and, you know, hopefully we can still continue to have, you know, like better times.
We're kind of in this moment where we see a lot of opportunity to kind of get back what we used to have. And for me, it almost feels too good to be true.
It was indeed too good to be true. They briefly made reaction videos on a channel called House before Trey disappeared again. And this time, he deleted everything. All the KickGenius videos, all the House videos, they're all gone. As for Jay Jones, he still uploads here and there, but his videos just really aren't the same. And to me, the worst part of all of this is that you can't go back and watch their old videos. It's like one of the most influential basketball channels on YouTube.
I want to know the truth behind this shit.
Now look, I'm not saying they need to team up again and be buddy-buddy. People grow apart. It happens. But if either of you see this, at least put the videos back up.
At least.
Today,
for the fans, bro.
show you how to shoot a full court shot.
For the fans, bro. No, he didn't make
It's all in the
that.
wrist. Oh, yeah. It's all in the wrist. That's what you do. Shoot a full court shot. It's KickGenius. We out.
Yeah, that nigga was different. That light-skinned nigga was different. But yeah, bro, that's the video. That was the video today. So, all right, y'all. Tune into the next one. No cap.